that the fastest you've ever skied, do you think?
Yeah, I'm so proud of myself.
Great job.
Sport is one of the few things that actually can change the world.
The adrenaline rush you get smashing through those gates, and yeah, just the thrill. When I'm on that mountain, you know, what could be better?
Their conquest is that they are not a person with an intellectual disability. They are not a person who's vulnerable or weak or broken. They're a champion.
Special Olympics give you the wings, now your turn to fly.
Only sport can reverse the identity in that way.
The Italian mountains were waiting. They weren't moving. First, the city, the opening ceremony, the world in Turin. Well, 100 nations.
Just like the Olympics, just like the Paralympics. Every 4 years, there's supposed to be a World Winter Games of the Special Olympics for athletes with intellectual disabilities. But all of this has not happened since 2017. Things got in the way. Pandemic, global conflict. The world has changed. Yet for so many people with intellectual disabilities, life is the same. Same challenges, same inequity, same potential.
Oh, it is a clip.
Introducing Alice Willens, you won't meet anyone who speaks about sport with more passion.
I'm feeling mainly like really excited and I'm really proud to be one of the 10 members representing Great Britain to experience this once in a lifetime opportunity. You can't beat it really.
I wondered if it seems like this to you, Alice, that through a lot of your life, you're Alice who has autism.
Yeah.
Alice who has a diagnosis of a learning disability.
Yeah.
When you're there skiing, you are Alice the skier.
Yes, exactly. I love having all the gear on. I'm dead serious. I'm very focused and I'm thinking, right, let's just get down this slope, rev as fast as you can. The adrenaline rush you get smashing through those gates, and like I feel the most freest and happiness like when I'm skiing, or because yeah, you're not having to communicate. If I'm running or skiing or like doing a part, they just see, oh yeah, that's this young person enjoying their sport and good at it. Like you don't stand out or any, and yeah, just the thrill. When I'm on that mountain, you know, what could be better? Just go for those medals. There, you can go for them. It's I just feel amazing.
I did it!
Make no mistake, Special Olympics sport is competitive. In all disciplines, the athletes are assessed, then divided, to compete against others of similar ability for medals. They train to win, week in, week out, whenever, wherever they can. What we saw in Sestriere began for some in Lancashire, Rossendale Ski Club. Plastic tiles on a grass hill, but a life-changing venue for Matthew Evans and Cameron de Vial. It's where they started.
Skiing is my sport, you know. Happy to be in a team and be in a team, and I'm a club as well.
And you make friends?
Yes, I've made a lot of friends.
Tell me what the coach tells you to do when you're skiing.
Do small turns and lesser turns, and then people follow in my skis. Ski straight and not do snowballing.
Is it scary when you're skiing? Seriously?
No.
You may have guessed by now that I've never been on skis in my life, and I observe the sport, well, in awe.
How did you get so good at it?
Because I was taught from from school and the club.
And you got some good coaches here.
Yes, of course I have.
Matthew and Cam, I've been coaching for over 10 years
Wow.
now. So a long time working with them, and they're great lads, and we are really, really proud of what they've achieved and look forward to see what they can achieve when they're out there in Italy. They've put the work in, they've worked hard, they've trained, they're a joy to teach and coach. They listen and take on board all the advice, etc. And they work hard at it, so everything that they've accomplished really is a testament to all the work that they've put in.
At Rossendale, Cam and Matt in their new Great Britain kit are stars. Well, they're international competitors.
There you guys. Lovely.
You're wearing your SOGB new gear, which looks brilliant. How does it feel to have that gear and to be part of the team?
I really like it to wear this kit, to support my team and my country.
Can you remember what happened when you found out you'd been selected, Cam?
I had an email sent to me. I've just been chosen for the World Games from Great Britain.
And I've seen a video of your mum coming in. Was it the kitchen?
Yes, it was.
So Cam, we've had the email from Special Olympics, and guess who's going to Italy next year? You okay? Oh, well done, mate. You okay? You going? Yeah.
And so here was Cam on the famous slopes of Sestriere, putting those years of preparation into action.
Was that the fastest you've ever skied, do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Do you think you got your best performance out there, Cam?
Of course, yes, I do.
And when you came down to the bottom, who was there?
My mum and dad
Yeah?
and my supporters.
And what did they say to you, Cam?
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. And
Do you feel proud of yourself, Cam?
yes, I am. I'm so proud of myself.
Oh, top man. Great job.
Cameron Devian.
In all the years that he's put in, that she's put in with the club and everybody, it's just been, a long trip and an amazing time. And seeing Captain come down there was, it's one of the moments. I know. But it's great. It was great, and we got so many friends here. The people who've touched his life.
I wonder if you could go back in your mind to some of the conversations you had with people when Cam was very small and put it into some kind of context.
We had a paediatrician that just said to us, don't expect this child to ever achieve anything. He'll, if he walks, if he talks, you'll be lucky. And sort of like now, to see him coming down representing his country.
Special Olympics insists that sport should be for everybody. And here's a demonstration. Two young men meeting for the first time. Michael Dolinsky of Slovakia, Italy's Samuele Tron. Their disabilities are profound. They're here to ski with adaptations, with their dads.
He's blind, he cannot speak, but still we are here. We enjoy the slope, the sun, and I think that a day like this we can be a little bit an example for all guys and girls as Samuele, that they can do it and they can come here and to be sportive and athletes.
Could I ask you, as a father, what it is like to be able to ski with your son?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, I'm skiing since I'm really a baby because my father was a ski teacher. One of the first things then I knew that Samuele was with a disability. I will never ski with him. That's really one of the first things that I was really sad of this. And then after a while I found out the sitting and that we can stay together and we can ski together, and that was great. Playing with Samuele like the other baby is not so easy, but when we ski we can play together, we can stay together. We are it's really something incredible for me.
So the expression of faces, everybody can talk to each other, because I see your face if you're smiling, if you're sad. So that's same with Michael, and with the face you see when he's smiling that he's happy. But with Michael, the great thing that he's using his legs and hands, you know, so when he's coming somewhere and somebody start clapping, you know, that's the proudness of athlete that somebody is clapping.
Yeah.
It takes time. That's the difference. It's take time. It's take time. Ask a simple question. It's take time for the answer, but the answer will come on a face or on a body or, you know, showing something. He doesn't have to speak. You see the expression.
It's our obligation as a society to make sure that every athlete is seen and that people with profound disabilities get to access sport, because they're overlooked in so many different parts of life.
Do you think that obligation of society, as you put it, is accepted and welcomed by society?
Yes and no. I think there's a lot of people who do a lot of good work to make sure that that's happening in society, and the spotlight that we've put on this event today will hopefully share to the rest of society actually the importance of making sure that every citizen, every person, regardless of ability, is included in sport and is included in life and included in the community of sport as well.
The man who leads the Special Olympics globally is Tim Shriver, a nephew of John F. Kennedy, incidentally. With him at this event, Usha Vance, America's second lady. Maybe a message of inclusion would be carried back to the White House. Maybe.
We will always have a hard time in this movement convincing people that a person with an intellectual or developmental disability is as important as another person. That's a sad, almost tragic reality. It's not ever going to be easy. But we are undeterred in our commitment to work for full inclusion and undeterred by political forces that sometimes distract us from the reality of that work.
The Special Olympics Winter Games included a team from Ukraine and Russian competitors, taking part officially as an independent delegation. Israel's team there, and Palestine present. At the opening ceremony, Tim Shriver chose to walk with the Iranian delegation. There may be a world in turmoil. This is the world in Turin.
We want to be the place where everyone can come. Not because of your government or not because your government is wrong, but because you, the athletes, deserve the chance to participate in a community of inclusion. You can't be the Special Olympics movement and talk about inclusion and then make rules based on the behavior of governments.
If inclusion is genuine, it demands involving the widest range of countries in winter sport. Not many are blessed with snow-capped ski resorts. So the Special Olympics has snowshoeing, running races in essence, on snow. On the first day in Sestriere, we met competitors who'd never trained on snow before. Some had never seen snow before.
We don't have snow in Bahrain.
You only have sand?
We only have sand. That's why we are training in sand. We are trying today, the first time we are coming in the snow.
Okay.
We are training now today for the snow.
When you're doing snowshoeing, what does the coach tell you to do?
Yeah. تقول ليش الكابتن أحمد وش درب شو عطى شو تسوين هني؟
كابتن كوش أحمد بتري us those coach are working.
He said the coach do your best in sand. When you are going into Turin, you try do your best also in the snow.
Yeah.
See this the different for the shoes we will try the best today, inshallah.
You're not only limited by imagination, and when you live in the Isle of Man, you have to have good imagination. So we've entered this competition and we've popped down to a place called Peel in the Isle of Man, which is in the west of the Isle of Man. It's got lovely sand, and we've been training on the sand each Saturday and Sunday for the best part of 6 months now, really.
Does it feel really different doing it on snow compared to sand?
It feels well better, that's for sure. It wasn't the best on the beach, but we still managed to do it okay, so yeah.
Do you think you go quicker under snow?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that's more fun, yeah?
Yeah.
Please show your best, show your abilities, show your talent, open up your arms and like wings and fly. Special Olympic gives you the wings, it's now your turn to fly.
How do you learn to play ice hockey outdoors in Namibia? Well, forget about ice. In this way, in the Special Olympics, the sport becomes floorball. In this way, students from a special school, the vast majority of them orphans, could win a Namibian competition and leave their country for the first time to take part in Turin.
And I enjoy sports, and sports make my life to change. And I learn how to play floorball at school. I feel it that Namibia is my home. I live here and I will make them proud. When I go back there, they will just say, yes, it will make Namibia proud.
This is life-changing because the teams that depart from Africa to represent the African region, when they come back, they impact the entire community. Bring dignity to this population by bringing them out from where they are hidden. How do we do it? Through sport.
Fast and skillful, especially in this match when Kenya had possession. That's floorball. Well, here's a familiar winter sport, figure skating, and a vital rehearsal on the Turin ice for the British pair. Stephanie and Ollie, northwest and south coast. They live 250 miles apart in England.
I've been practicing at D-side, Ollie's been practicing at his rink. I've even had my nephews helping doing Ollie's bit.
When we have been able to practice together, we've been going up to Milton Keynes and we've been practicing together there.
Steph, Italy has a special kind of meaning for you, doesn't it? Can you tell me about that?
When I was born, my arteries to my heart were back to front, so say this to your heart, my arteries were this way, and the person that saved my life, and I had 5 days to live. If the valve closed over, I would have gone like that.
Yeah.
And I've had a stroke because of that, and the person that saved my life is called Marco Potti, he's right here from Italy.
And he's an Italian?
Yeah.
Amazing.
So if he's watching, one big thank you.
Oh, that's
from
fantastic.
me and my family. We can't thank you enough.
The lead up in their training's been it's been over a year. When we planned it out from start to finish, it was over a year, so it's been a long journey. So far, everything's gone according to plan.
Pam, how do you coordinate coaching a pair who live about 250 miles apart? And obviously independent travel is not something that these guys can do. How do you work it logistically?
Well, we have been going to Milton Keynes. We've been meeting up. We worked it out. They've only done 12 hours training together. But otherwise, Paul reenacts Steph, so to speak.
I am Steph.
And I'm Ollie. So I practice with Steph as Ollie and Paul the other way around. And actually they've done extremely well.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, Ollie, what do you think is the very best thing about skating? What do you enjoy the most?
Showing off.
Is that true, Steph?
He does.
He shows off?
Yeah.
But in a good way?
Yes.
Performance night, as Steph and Ollie brought everything to their routine. Among the crowd, an Italian man. He'd spent 16 years working in Liverpool. When their skating was done, when a medal was won. When they finally walked off the ice, Steph saw her parents, sure. But could she sense something else? Mum and Dad knew the secret guest was waiting. Stephanie, your surgeon, 28 years later.
Fantastic.
Thank you for being a partner. For the going to you.
It's a pleasure to see you. I'm really
It's
happy.
a pleasure to see you too.
She is so thankful. She cannot stop saying, "Oh, thank you very much for having it," which makes me really feel very, very humble because, I mean, I did my job and I'm grateful that I did it well. But she really make me feel like someone who's done something special, and probably it is for her. No? It really, really a beautiful sensation, yes. You work on children. In her case, she was a neonate. She was 18 days old when I did her operation. And okay, you fix her heart, but then you don't know what's happening afterwards. And the ambition is not just to fix her heart, but to be able to give a normal life. Sometimes it happens, not always, but when it happens, it's really the best you could wish for the work and the effort that you put in. And Stephanie, I think, is one of the most successful stories that everyone has seen.
It's strange because I know my coach had been lying to me all morning, but she's kept a really happy secret. I'll be leaving Italy smiling, knowing I got to say thank you because I am approaching 2 years away from being 30, and I said if I wasn't said thank you by then, I would keep trying till I got to say thank you. But to perform here in Italy, where he's from, and win on the stage here, it's been an amazing experience and I'll never forget it for a lifetime.
Every British Special Olympian has a specific personal story, but one thing that unites them is funding. There isn't any. In this form of Olympic sport, no one receives lottery money or government funding to compete for Great Britain.
The reality is that Special Olympics GB is a charity, so for us it costs our organisation around £175,000 to bring the team of 10 athletes and support staff out here, which equates to about £8,000 a head, and that doesn't come from centralised funding. It comes from the generous donations of our partners, our Special Olympics programmes that are amazing at making contributions and providing in-kind support to the preparation and support of our athletes. But essentially, you know, we as an organisation have to work really hard with our partners and to seek fundraising to be able to make this happen for our athletes.
Just feel so pleased and happy, just full of adrenaline, and just you can't beat that feeling of winning something in sports, a medal, and for it to be at the World Winter Games, the pinnacle of Special Olympics.
Day in, day out, people with intellectual and learning disabilities will seek sporting opportunities. The world only came to Turin for a week. In the greater global context, was this all just a distraction or an inspiration?
Do you think sport can change the world?
I think sport is one of the few things that actually can change the world. We learn all these things in sport. We learn how to try, we learn how to persevere, we learn how to win, we learn how to come back when we don't win. For our athletes, sometimes it's the first chance they ask for, sometimes it's the second. But every time they get a chance, they deliver. Because the message of their conquest is that they are not a person with an intellectual disability. They are not a person who's vulnerable or weak or broken or wounded or defective. They're a champion. Only sport can reverse the identity in that way.